Hey watch fans, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be having a look at this fantastic offering from St. Martin. The reference number is SN086G. As you can guess, it's a Seiko Marinemaster / LX Homage. And let me just tell you that this is easily the best dive watch you can buy under €300. I honestly don't know how it's possible to make such a high quality piece and then sell it this cheap. So let's run the intro and then I'll show you why I like this watch so much. I got this model from St. Martin's official store on AliExpress. At the moment of recording this video, it's priced at €280, but the Double 11 sale is coming up, so if you're looking for the best deal possible, then I strongly suggest you wait until then. Nevertheless, €280 is still a fair price, and besides green, this model is also available in black and in blue as well. I'll leave the link in the description below for you to check it out. As with most St. Martin watches, this one comes well protected in a hard plastic case, accompanied by some freebies. You get a rather nice NATO strap, some tools to help you with removing or sizing the bracelet, and what I appreciate very much is that they've also included a pair of extra spring bars, because sometimes they just like to fly away in the process of changing straps. The rest of the things are not so exciting. This is the warranty card, and this is the user's manual, which comes in both Chinese and English. Alright, you know the procedure, guys. The next thing we'll go through are the dimensions. This St. Martin is not what I would call a small watch, because it's quite hefty. Sized for my wrist, it weighs 185 grams, but that's not a bad thing, as the watch feels extremely solid, especially the watch case, which is 44mm wide and 14mm thick. Then the lug-to-lug is 50.5mm, and finally the lug width is just 20mm. As always, here is the watch on my 17cm or 6.7 inch wrist. In my opinion, guys, it looks gorgeous. It doesn't wear any bigger than its dimensions suggest, and even though it wears a bit top heavy, I can say that it's a fairly comfortable piece to wear. In fact, I've had it on my wrist for 8 hours straight over the last few days at work, and I didn't experience any wearability issues at all. Design-wise, this model is clearly an homage to the Seiko Marinemaster 300 and the Seiko LX SN086G limited edition. I like it. It's a design that I'm well familiar with, and on top of that, St. Martin has done a great job with the finishing and the overall build quality. Both the polishing and the brushing are exceptionally well executed, no matter the part of the watch. I mean, the case, the bracelet and the bezel, they're all beautifully machined. The build quality, as I already said, is solid. The whole watch is made of 316L stainless steel, with the exception of the ceramic bezel insert and the sapphire crystal. I'll tell you more about these two in a couple of minutes. On the right side of the watch you'll find the screw-down crown, which, thanks to its dimensions, is very easy to operate, and on top of that it is signed. You also get a screw-down case back, which besides helping with the water resistance of 300 meters, it's also embossed with a shark, which makes the watch, eligible for those show me your case back posts on Facebook watch groups. Now, let's talk a bit more about the bracelet. It's a 3-link hexad style bracelet, and it looks very similar to the one on the Seiko LX. The individual links are held together by pins and collars. Sizing was very easy, and I actually prefer them over the screws that they use in some other models. I mean the ones where you have to use 2 screwdrivers at the same time. Once again, the bracelet is very comfortable on the wrist and the finishing is great. At the case it's 20mm wide, but it tapers down to 16 and then it goes up to 18 for the clasp, which by the way is fully milled and it has a ton of micro adjustment points. Lastly, the end links fit the case perfectly. And just look how nicely they've been executed, guys. These sharp edges here look very nice in my opinion. So I think the bracelet is very decent, but if for some reason you want to replace it with something else, the drilled lugs will really help you in that regard. Moving on to the dial, I have to say that I'm really impressed with it. I definitely didn't expect it to look so nice in person. First of all, it sits behind a beveled, high quality sapphire crystal. It is single domed and it has air coating on the underside. The dial itself, it's gorgeous. The green color is very nice. It's quite dark, but you can definitely tell it's green even in a room that's not so bright. Wearing the watch outdoors in a sunny day is a totally different story, as the sun makes these green colors really pop. If you are a fan of sunburst dials, then you definitely like this one. The hour markers are applied, they're the same style as the ones in the Seiko MM300, and so are the hands. Both are very well finished, and the cap on the hand stem is a really nice touch. Another great move by St. Martin here is the metal frame around the date window at 3 o'clock, as I think it makes the dial look more symmetrical and much more refined. Another aspect of the watch that we haven't discussed yet is the bezel, and guys, it's amazing. The knurling is incredibly well machined and it provides plenty of grip. The insert is ceramic, it looks great, and everything is perfectly aligned. Now let's check the action. Believe it or not, this is one of the best bezel actions I've ever experienced, way better than any Seiko I've ever owned or put my hands on. It sounds nice, it feels nice, and there is no noticeable backplay. There are just a couple of things that prevent it from being perfect though. Firstly, it becomes slightly tighter at the 6 and 12 o'clock. Not a big deal, but it has to be mentioned. And secondly, I wish the bezel insert was loomed. At least the hour markers and the hands have been generously treated with superluminous C3, and as you can see, the result is fantastic. I even dare say that it's on par with most Seiko divers out there. Unfortunately, I don't have any to compare it with, so let's just say that the lume on this St. Martin is very responsive, very bright, and it lasts a very long time. I guess the only thing left to talk about before I give you my final words is the movement. It's the Seiko NH35 with a date complication. Just in case any of you is new to watches, it's a 3 Hz automatic movement, it hacks and it hand winds, it has 24 joules and its power reserve is of about 42 hours. It's also cheap and reliable, which is the reason why you see it so widely used in sub €500 watches. In my particular case, it's gaining about 8 seconds a day, which is well within the stated accuracy of -20 to +40 seconds per day. Alright guys, there you have it, the St. Martin SN086G. As I said in the introduction, this is one of the best dive watches you can get for the money, and it's also probably one of the best, if not the best, homage of the Seiko Marinemaster 300. The amount of value you're getting with this one is just insane. The build quality is impressive and so is the finishing. There are other great watches in this price range of course, like the Orient Kamasu, which I really like, but if I have to be honest, the St. Martin offers a more complete package out of the box. Better bracelet, better crystal, better bezel and better finishing. Of course, feel free to share your opinion in the comments below. That's the end of today's video guys, thank you very much for watching and thank you so much for your continuous support. We passed the 2,500 subscribers a couple of days ago and I couldn't be happier. I promise to give away 3 watches once we reach 3,000, so subscribe if you haven't and also consider following me on Instagram where you can message me any questions you may have. Once again, thank you, take care and I'll see you in the next one.